practice test. These sample test questions are for the HESI exam. You will be given some time to answer each question. If you need more time, just pause the video. You can see hundreds of more free test questions at www.testguide.com/HESI. Let's get started. Question 1. 0.7 is to 10 as n is to 100. What is n? 0.7, 7, 70, 700. Correct answer B. Solve as a fraction. 0.7 over 10 equals n over 100. Cross multiply. 0.7 times 100 equals n times 10, which implies n equals 0.7 times 100 divided by 10, or 0.7 times 10, which equals 7. Question 2. What is 78 times 0.91? 70.98, 64.68, 78.45, 73.24. Correct answer A. An on-screen calculator is available for your use on the HESI. Using your calculator, you will get this answer. Question 3. A man's waist measurement is 88.9 centimeters. What is his waist in inches? 35 inches, 40 inches, 225 inches, 22.5 inches. Correct answer A. To convert centimeters to inches, divide by 2.54. 88.9 divided by 2.54 equals 35 inches. Question 4. A rental tool company has the following inventory: 25 chainsaws, 14 snowblowers, 18 floor sanders, 12 leaf blowers, and 19 power washers. If 25% of the total inventory is available for rental, how many tools can be rented? 22, 20, 66, 44. Correct answer A. The total inventory is 88. 25 plus 14 plus 18 plus 12 plus 19. 25% of 88 equals 88 times 0.25 or 22. Question 5. A patient on a clear diet consumes the following for the day: 2 pints of water, an 8-ounce serving of clear soup, and 1 8-ounce cup of coffee. A nurse reviewing his intake and output notes that his drainage bag shows 1,000 milliliters for the past day. What is his deficit in milliliters? 400 milliliters, 40 milliliters, 440 milliliters, 560 milliliters. Correct answer C. The patient's total intake is calculated first by converting everything to ounces. 2 pints of water times 16 ounces per pint equals 32 ounces. 32 ounces of water plus 8 ounces of coffee plus 8 ounces of soup equals 48 ounces. To convert ounces to milliliters, multiply by 30 ounces per milliliter. 48 ounces times 30 ounces per milliliter equals 1,440 milliliters. Therefore, the deficit in milliliters is 1,440 minus 1,000 equals 440 milliliters. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and let us know your comments and questions below. Question 6. A sample contains 2/3 of an ounce of liquid. How many milliliters is this? 30 milliliters, 20 milliliters, 10 milliliters, 15 milliliters. Correct answer B. To convert ounces to milliliters, multiply by 30 ounces per milliliter. 2/3 times 30 equals 60 divided by 3 equals 20 milliliters. Question 7. 4/7 divided by 2/3 equals what? Expressed as a fraction in simplest form. 7/8, 3/8, 6/7, 5/7. Correct answer C. Invert the second fraction and multiply, then simplify by dividing 2 into the numerator and the denominator to get 6/7. Question 8. What is the decimal equivalent to 9/13? Round to the nearest whole percentage. 83%, 74%, 66%, 69%. Correct answer D. Divide the denominator into the numerator and round to get 69%. Question 9. Solve for G. G plus 12 equals 15G minus 11 minus 45. G equals what? Round to one decimal place. 2.2, 4.9, 5.4, 1. Correct answer B. Combine the like terms. 12 plus 11 plus 45 equals 15G minus G, or 68 equals 14G. Then divide both sides by 14 to get 4.9. Question 10. Solve for x in the proportion 0.3 is to 12 as 80 is to x. 288, 3,200, 2, 2,400. Correct answer B. Set up the equation 0.3 divided by 12 equals 80 divided by x and solve for x by cross multiplying and dividing. 80 times 12 equals 0.3 times x, or x equals 960 divided by 0.3, which equals 3,200. Question 11. Convert 5/9 to a decimal. Round to the second place after the decimal. 0.72, 0.61, 0.56, 0.47. Correct answer C. Divide 9 into 5 to get 0.56. Question 12. The purchasing agent at a local hardware store noticed a sale on hammers. The original price of the hammers was $12 each. With the discount, he could get each hammer for $9.50. What percentage was the discount, rounded to the nearest whole percentage? 54%, 11%, 21%, 32%. Correct answer C. Use the percentage formula. Part over whole equals 12 minus 9.5 divided by 12, which equals 0.21 or 21%. Question 13. Solve. 6/11 equals what percent? Round to the nearest whole number. 46%, 55%, 63%, 68%. Correct answer B. Divide 11 into 6. Question 14. 20% of a student's final grade for each semester comes from the final semester exam. The average of each quarter is worth 40%. What would a student need to make on the exam if she wanted to have a semester average of at least 92 and the first quarter average was 93? The second quarter's average was 89. The final average will be rounded up to the nearest whole number. 96, 93, 100, 94. Correct answer A. Each quarter's grade is worth 40% and the final exam is worth 20%. Use the following equation. 93 times 40% plus 89 times 40% plus FG times 20% equals 92, where FG is the final exam. 37.2 plus 35.6 plus 0.2 times FG equals 92. 0.2 FG equals 19.2, or FG equals 19.2 divided by 0.2, which is 96. Question 15. What temperature in Celsius is 68 degrees Fahrenheit? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. 20, 9, 54, 32. Correct answer A. Use the formula C equals 5/9 F minus 32, or C equals 5/9 68 minus 32. C equals 5/9 times 36, which equals 20. Question 16. What is the decimal equivalent to 4/5? 0.6, 0.8, 0.87, 0.67. Correct answer B. Divide 5 into 4. Question 17. What is XCII as a number? 87, 49, 92, 64. Correct answer C. X equals 10, but because it is located in front of C, which is 100, you subtract the 10 from 100, then add II, or 2, to it. 100 minus 10 plus 2 equals 92. Question 18. A doctor suggested to a patient that it was necessary to incorporate more water into her diet. The patient admitted to the physician that she drank about 8 ounces of water a day. He asked her to try to drink at least 1.5 liters a day. In liters, how much more water will the patient need to drink each day? 1.26, 1.24, 1,260, 0.76. Correct answer A. Since 1 ounce equals 30 milliliters, multiply 8 by 30 to get the number of milliliters the patient is currently drinking, 240 milliliters. Convert the milliliters to liters by dividing by 1,000. 240 divided by 1,000 equals 0.24. Then subtract that answer, 0.24, from 1.5 for 1.5 liters to get 1.26 liters. Question 19. A rancher decides to sell 30% of his herd of sheep to a nearby rancher who has decided to add sheep to his ranch. If the rancher has 462 sheep, how many will he sell to the other rancher? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. 139, 145, 211, 46. Correct answer A. 462 times 30% equals 462 times 0.3, which equals 138.6. Rounded to the nearest whole number makes it 139. Question 20. There are 202 students in all the chemistry classes combined. 11% have an A average, 29% have a B average, and 39% have a C average, and everyone else has an F. How many students are failing chemistry? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. 38, 42, 61, 160. Correct answer B. 11 plus 29 plus 39 equals 79% pass, which means that 21% fail. 100 minus 21%. 202 times 21% equals 42.42. Please go to www.testguide.com/HESI for hundreds of more free practice questions.